kadak chai. There's nothing like having a kadak chai and gossiping about our Indians, with Indians, being an Indian. Jai Hind. Okay, first let me have a sip. So in this video, once again, I'm going to badmouth our Indians, being an Indian, talking about Indians and the bad behavior. And you can tell me if what I'm saying is right or wrong. I know there'll be some of you, oh, he's desperate for content. He's earning pennies from YouTube. Baba, I'm a poor man, you can see this. I'm poor, yaar. Come on. And YouTube doesn't pay me any money. You're saying peanuts. They don't even pay me that also. It's free. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, I will share with you a couple of traits of our Indians. You tell me if I'm right or wrong. Okay, you tell me if I'm right or wrong. Indian kadak chai. Now, why am I highlighting this? The reason I'm highlighting this is because it is so explicitly rampant and it's so explicitly, it's so Indianish, so to speak, that, it becomes like, when you say Indian, for example, if you say Indian, even Russell Peters talks about it. We are proud of our cheapness. We like to, last price, discount, give me, final price. They will literally negotiate with the poorest of the poor. I see some of them here. Just imagine a Thai person who is sitting on the road selling just the, homemade stuff. And this guy, Indian guy, potbelly, wearing white shirt, white trousers, white socks, white shoes, typical uncle kind of dress. And how much last? How much last? So the Thai person shows a calculator. No, last. And the person gives him still a discount. Okay, at least buy it. Last? No. Okay, if you want, give me this one, and they'll give at, some 10% of the price or 50%. And the person is not interested. Okay. You give me two, I will. So, a guy who can afford a holiday, guy who can afford a trip, guy who can afford to stay in a hotel, you're bargaining with a person on the street, on the road, who literally has to feed their family. So these are some of the common characteristics. And then obviously the most notorious one, that is the smell, the body odor, the musky, unhygienic behavior. And then you're also aware of this whenever they eat in a restaurant, the way they eat and the way they litter the place, the typical eating. This is not common here, but if you eat pan or tobacco, chew the red beetle juice and you spit it out, the spitting part. And in India, this is very famous. I don't know if it is still there. Pissing on the road or shitting, defecating, I think near the railway lines near Mumbai. I don't know if it is still there, near the slums. There are hardly any toilets, so obviously they have to do this publicly. Okay, now I'm not talking of those areas, but what I'm trying to make you understand that these are very common characteristics or associations people have, and you can't blame them. These are tourists who come down here to Thailand, and this is how they act when they go to a nightclub. For example, they will order one Coca-Cola or one soda, and they will have straws, and they will literally share the Coca-Cola because they don't want to spend more, and they'll stand there oogling at the girls, and even bargaining with a prostitute. How much last? Okay, me and my friend, how much last? Okay, me, my friend, okay, him for free, we will say yes. Okay, last price. So these are the very common stories or very common experiences people have, which they share. But more than this is how our Indians deny that this even happens. Like if you check the video that I posted, a fight breaks out with 15 Indian tourists, and read the comments. Okay, majority of them were like, yeah, it's a matter of shame. We need to educate people. It's just that now people have purchasing power, so they don't know what to do. They have never traveled. They don't know how to behave. Okay. But the ones that stand out like a sore thumb are the ones that they're not ready to accept this. Like, for example, there were one or two guys who said, "This is a fake story. It never happened. Never happened. I challenge you." Yeah, that was his response. "I challenge you. Show me the video. Show me the video that it happened. Then I will believe." Okay, that was one. One other guy claimed that, "No, these are not Indians. No, no, no. These are not Indians. These are Bangladeshis. They are Bangladeshis or Pakistanis. But because they want to spoil the name of India, they've said they're Indians." So one other one even suggested, "Did you see their passport? Did you check their passport? Did you verify that they're Indians?" Okay. And then we have another one, which is very common. "Oh, you're desperate for views. You're desperate for views, and that's why you're talking bad, so you can make some peanuts." I'm poor man, yeah, poor man. And YouTube doesn't pay me anything, so please, you can donate something. You must be a rich guy, no? So they will deny. But now, where it gets irritating, and I'll tell you where it gets irritating, is where these are not irritating, these guys who deny that it happened. But where it gets irritating, where Indians themselves like to distance themselves from Indians. Like these guys say, these are North Indians, not South Indians. Okay. So you clearly state these are North Indians. And then we have the North Indians. "Excuse me, these are South Indians. South Indians? They are not North Indians." So you have a disparity between, "Oh, we are North Indians. So is it supposed to be superior?" Or, "Oh, we are South Indians. So are we more intelligent?" or something like that. Yes, there are commonalities. Like, for example, someone from South India will dress, behave, eat, act like a South Indian. Okay. You're not going to have someone eating like South Indians, Keralites, if they eat beef. For example, beef with parota. A North Indian, say Gujarati, is not going to eat, let's say, if he's a Hindu, he's not going to eat beef with parota, the typical South Indian Keralite style, which I understand. Okay. But, like saying, "I'm North Indian, I'm not South Indian." Okay. Or "I'm South Indian." It's India, Baba, India. When you have a passport, it doesn't say North Indian, or it doesn't say he is South Indian or East Indian. No, it says Indian. That is number one. The second thing which you need to keep in mind is, our Indians have this innate ability when someone achieves something great, like, the typical names like Satya Nadella or Sundar Pichai or Indra Nooyi, Ajay Banga, all these greats. They will say, "Yeah, he's Indian, I'm Indian." They don't use the same formula there. "Oh, he's North Indian. Oh, I'm South Indian." No, no, no. He's North Indian, I'm East Indian. So, no, they will say Indian, Indian. But if it's a matter of insult, no, he's North Indian, he's South Indian. And then if the crime is even worse, like let's say in UK or somewhere, the person's a pedophile or the person has been jailed, they will not talk about it. And if you do bring it up, this is very common with our Indians. "Oh, he's a Muslim. He's a Muslim. He's a Hindu." They'll always have some structured breakdown to distance themselves. Like for example, me. "Oh, you are a rice bag." Okay, you're a rice bag means they call Christians, Hindus who, out of poverty, maybe they were given food or kindness and love by the Christian missionaries, and they converted because they didn't find the Hindu faith, with the untouchability and the rampant injustice that used to take place. So they found a little bit of love and affection and acceptance with the Christian missionaries, so they converted. So when they try to act funny with me, they say rice bag. I say it's better than cow dung and cow urine, no? Eating and drinking that. So, you don't have to believe me. Just Google search during COVID. If you drink cow urine, it has immunity. That doctor who ate cow dung, and he says, "See, it gives you Shakti, And then you see these unbelievable videos where they pour milk and food and they give food to these statues and these gods, and they waste it. But they'll eat the cow dung and cow urine. And I sometimes find these videos very shocking when they are cooking food and these rats are eating in the temple. And you can see some of the Instagram videos where it's totally disgusting. I'm not saying the whole of India does that, but there are parts of India that does that. So our Indians, they will only want to associate with someone when he achieves success or fame. And there it is not North Indian or South Indian or he's Muslim and I'm Hindu. No, he's Indian because he has achieved greatness. I'm Indian. Okay. However, when someone is caught doing something wrong, they'll want to differentiate and say, oh, he's North Indian, I'm South Indian. Or he's from South India, man. We are North Indians, okay? North Indians. Oh, he's a Muslim. We are Hindus. Or, we are Muslim. He's whatever. Okay. Now, how does that impact our country? How does that impact? If you look at it, this British formula of divide and rule, it has been into practice for ages. Now, you can't blame the British for it, but this mentality has continued. And the reason why India does not perform as a single unit, it's like having an organization or a football team or a cricket team where they are not playing together as one single cohesive unit. They're playing as each one is doing his own thing, and they are forming groups. And this is very evident if you see in companies where Indians are. They'll form small groups, subgroups between the groups. Like South Indians will be together, North Indians will be together, Hindus will be together, Muslims will be together. And obviously, in some cases, you can't blame them because, let's say, for example, Muslims, they don't eat pork. For example, I'm giving you. And let's say a bunch of Christians, they eat pork. So obviously, some may find it slightly uncomfortable. Or let's say a Hindu is a very staunch Hindu and you're eating beef and, he might find it offensive. So, you need to be slightly sensitive over there. Although it is not compulsory. Okay, remember this much. For example, to make you understand, when my mentor, who was an Emirati local Muslim, when he went to United States, and he was one of the first ever in the world to become Toastmasters International President, the first ever Muslim, the first ever Arab, the first ever person from UAE. Very proud of him. When he went there, and this was during the month of Ramadan, all the people were sitting and dining and eating a buffet or something, the smell of food and all that. And he was there, he was not eating. So they're like, hey, how about you joining us? Why are you not eating? And he said, I'm fasting. And they felt, oh my goodness, we are so sorry. No. He said, this is perfectly all right. I'm very used to this. You have to enjoy. Please enjoy. I'm fasting. And once after a few hours, I'll break my fast. I'll be eating even more than you. So he was very happy. He was very comfortable. He didn't feel offended. Even for that matter, when I was fasting, not for spiritual or religious reasons, I did not eat food for 15 days. Okay, the video is put there if you want to check it out. I didn't eat food for 15 days. My wife was eating food. My baby was eating food. When we used to go out, people were eating food. So it didn't matter. People can do what they want. So that doesn't mean I should feel offended or all that. But there are some religious folks who take it too personally and they believe just because they are fasting, everyone else should fast. Just because they believe in something, everyone else should believe. So yeah. But coming to our Indians, I think the biggest problem occurs when they have this self-righteous attitude. They have this kind of sensitive ego, sensitive larger-than-life ego, with low self-esteem that wants to buy and believe into the bullshit that we are number one, we are the greatest, nobody is better than us. And it's so funny that there are so many of these idiots. I call them idiots. They will be making fun of me, my life, my wife, my kid, my looks, my appearance. Oh, you look so ugly, haha. So how do you look? Do you think you look like Tom Cruise? Not Tom Cruise, sorry. You look like Chris Hemsworth, or you look like some famous film actor? How do you look? Oh, you look so ugly. Fine. Oh, you're earning peanuts. Why are you earning millions? I'm pretty sure you must be struggling to make ends meet. You're earning your rupees. You're going to work. Maybe your job is just paying you the basic wage, which is in India, which is not very high. So why are you talking about my limitations when you have even more bigger limitations? Oh, you're not famous. Your channel is not successful. You are not successful. Well, how successful are you? How much are you earning? So, as long as you tend to have this attitude and this behavior where you're looking at other people's shortcomings and making fun of them to feel good, you'll never succeed. And then this gossipy behavior, this self-righteous attitude, we are number one, ekdam number one, and and you think you're superior. You go to someone else's backyard or you go to someone else's country, misbehave, talk loudly, behave like a mannerless idiot, and find that funny, when all the while everyone else is looking at you and you're ruining the name of not only Indians but the entire nation. What do you expect? And then when you do mention this in a video, oh, why don't you talk about something good? Well, go to a newspaper, check a newspaper and see how many positive, good, fantastic, amazing news they put. They'll never put that because nobody's bothered about it. They are interested in the controversy. They are interested in the reality. They are interested in the shock value. And in my channel, I've told you very clearly, this is not an advertising platform to make you feel good. Rather, it is, I bring up incidents and moments which are very realistic. Now, if someone were to be nice to me, okay, exceptionally nice or something, fine, I'll put it up. I have no issues. But then it should be something that stands out. Let's say, for example, I had one experience with an Indian couple. This was in Bangkok. They were, he worked as a pilot. She worked as, I think, something high up in the senior management level of an airlines. I can't recollect which airlines. They were educated. They were from Delhi. And they used to follow my channel and my content. And they were very nice. I mean, they were in their 30s. Very polite, very nice. Spoke to me properly. I mean, it was like, wow. And I think I did mention about them. And they also mentioned that they did get offers to migrate abroad. They refused because they're very happy where they are. So I did speak about them. Okay. And then there were other Indians I have met over the period of these 6 years here and there. But it was not something extraordinary where I would mention, oh, I met this Indian. He was nice to me. He was polite. What else am I going to speak? Should I make a 30 seconds video and say it and nobody cares? So I do mention if someone has done something exceptionally good, yes. But then if someone has done something exceptionally bad, I do highlight. Anyway, all I want to tell you through this video is this Indian saga or this Indian problem that we have, especially with our keyboard warriors who have access to free internet, cheap phones. They will never stop gossiping and talking crap about others. It is forever in their DNA. It's like a crab mentality. One crab tries to go up, the other crab pulls it down, then another crab goes up, that one pulls it down. It will forever continue. And as long as this culture and this mindset is there, don't expect any miracles that India is going to be ekdam number one. Yeah, it will be a, like Modi says, $5 trillion economy, or I don't know what all big numbers. But as long as India pays Indian standard salaries, India's excess supply, the rupee is a very weak currency, I doubt any miracles are going to take place. And yes, as long as you have this head, heart, and human spirit that is so pathetic and so petty, I doubt we're going to see any miracles anytime soon. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Good, bad, ugly, feel free. I'd love to hear what you have to say. This is me signing off. You guys take care.